Songs of Silence came out November 13th. It was in early access and I was able to play the demo for this video. It's a really polished game. I've played a handful of other early access titles and Songs of Silence is really well done. I will admit that's most likely because I played the demo so close to the full release of the game, but I like this one. It's an interesting combo of turn-based strategy and auto-battler. Developed and published by Chimera Entertainment, an indie development studio with a handful of other titles. It seems like they make a bunch of mobile games, so I'm much more impressed with Songs of Silence knowing that they mostly make games for iOS and Android. It's such an impressive leap to move from mobile games to this. So I think it's really cool that they took the time to create such a beautiful and interesting game that is very much outside of their usual market. Songs of Silence takes place in a fantasy world ruled by several factions and kingdoms, and all of this is in jeopardy when the Crusade, religious zealots spreading a dark and mysterious force called the Silence, threatens to destroy and consume all around them. Or at least that's how I understand the story. The demo lets you play a portion of one of the campaigns. There are 3 campaigns in total and a multiplayer mode, all available with the full release, so it's looking like they will be offering a ton of more content. Quick interruption, I would appreciate a like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel and my rat brain likes seeing numbers go up. Thanks. So the demo starts with the classic boss fight that you're not supposed to win. You see the auto battling in work, playing ability cards whenever available. This battle is the last stand of Erengard. You take control of Lorelei as her parents, the king and queen, ask her to flee with the rest of the military and refugees. As a condition to accepting your people, neighboring King Atron asks that you destroy another kingdom as they attempt to wage war against him. That's the basics of the story, or at least one of the campaigns. The gameplay is simple yet fun. Each turn you move your army around, capturing and recapturing cities, recruiting a wide variety of units, and battling enemies bold enough to come near you. During battle you don't have much control of what your units actually do. You can place them around a grid before battle, but during combat the AI takes control. And it's a nice feature if you're not experienced in those kind of games, where you control every unit in your army, think Total War. So the only way to control combat is through your cards. Essentially your cards are your abilities. As soon as battle starts, your cards start loading in and can be used whenever they are off cooldown. You can use each battle card in your deck during combat. There are 3 types of cards. The previously mentioned battle cards can be used in combat to attack your enemies or heal your own units. Recruitment cards can be used as you inspect your army, and these allow you to, you guessed it, recruit units. And the last is strategy cards. Strategy cards can be used on cities to pillage or build them up. Huge disclaimer. In the demo, you can only get to level 4, so the types of cards I got were limited. So some of the things I'm talking about, like the kind of cards or using each card in combat, can change in the full release. In the demo, I didn't get that many cards, so please don't complain if things are different with the full release. Anyway, I like the auto battling system. I really want to get into Total War games, but the learning curve seems intimidating. Like there are so many aspects of that game that it seems hard to just jump into. But Songs of Silence seems to be a stepping stone into those kind of games, turn-based strategy games, or however you want to categorize them. Additionally, I like that the different cities or settlements have unique units available for recruiting. It adds another level of strategy. It forces you to either move around the map to build up the army you want, or to build your army with the units available to you. I think that people can be divided on this matter, but I really like that I had to put additional thought into my moves, especially when rebuilding my armies, or change my battle strategy based on the units I had around me. In the demo, or at least how I played the demo, I interacted with about 5 or 6 cities, so I had about 12 or so unique units to fill my army with. The full release offers a ton more, most likely based on the faction you chose. In my humbly but objectively correct opinion, I think there are 2 main selling points to this game: the soundtrack and the art style. These 2 aspects stand head and shoulders above other aspects of this game, but I'll get into that later. The soundtrack. Chimera Entertainment got Hitoshi Sakamoto to make the music for this game, and if you're like me and you don't recognize the name, let me help you understand. Sakamoto is a music composer who previously worked on great games in the TRPG genre: Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy XII, Tactics Ogre, and Valkyria Chronicles. These are just a few of the games he composed for in his 30 years working in the industry. and the music adds so much to the overall feel of the game. Sakamoto adds a sound that is ethereal, atmospheric, inspiring all at the same time. It adds so much to your gameplay experience. Things like leveling up or winning battles feel much more important when you have an orchestra growing into a celebratory theme. The other selling point of this game is the art. It's a stunning Art Nouveau, and yeah, I didn't know what that was until I read it on their website. The detailed character and unit art remind me of Banner Saga, where even the lesser or basic units have these gorgeous art. And there's a very interesting dichotomy between the story of the game and its art. Similar to Banner Saga, the story seems kind of hopeless. Remnants of a kingdom fighting against a seemingly unstoppable malicious force, but it's all shown to us through this stunning artwork. As I mentioned earlier, there are other aspects of this game that kind of feel lackluster compared to other turn-based strategies. I didn't like that there's not much content in terms of settlements available. Yeah, you can recruit unique units, but other than that, the settlements don't do much. You can build them up, and in return you get resources each turn. But I would have liked some variety in what the settlements do or how you can upgrade them. I'm thinking about Age of Empires or Total War, where settlements and buildings have unique perks and unique tech trees to them. But there's none of that. In the demo, I was able to build up the settlements up to 2 or 3 times. I was able to add a tower that gave me increased resources, but that was it. But overall, I enjoyed Songs of Silence. I definitely recommend playing the demo. The art, music, voice acting, all of these things really help sell the game as a unique experience with hopefully a great story. I can see Chimera Entertainment including DLC, adding more campaigns or factions to build and flesh this world out. As for the full game, I don't know if it's worth it. As I'm making this video, Songs of Silence has a $30 price tag. Now, if you have a disposable income, you'll get your money's worth with this one. But if you don't, I can't really recommend this one. You can't do much with your settlements. It's an auto battler, so there isn't anything you can do in combat. If you're looking for a great story with amazing music and artwork, play Banner Saga. So I guess if you really like auto battlers, buy the game. I think Songs of Silence is the kind of game you keep on your wish list and wait for a sale to hit. Like $30 in this economy? Big thanks to those of you sticking around till the end of the video. Like and subscribe. Comment down below if you've played Songs of Silence and what you think of it. See ya.